welcome to another segment of our Solutioneers series. Now in this segment we're going to talk about retaining walls. What you should know, what is the best retaining wall that you can use, and of course how much money you want to spend. Now a retaining wall, it's something that it will retain some soil or some materials. So basically it needs to be engineered and it needs to be very strong. Now, with our remedial work, we have been going around and we have been looking at all these walls that they are failing. And you know why? Because mostly they are made out of brick. So remember, it's very important, you never make a retaining wall out of brick. You can still use brick, build a nice retaining wall behind and just dress it with brick. Otherwise, you have to have very strong, very thick foundation. Now, there's different types of walls. People are building walls with concrete blocks. They are hollow blocks and they have to have massive footings, a lot of steel, right? And then you have to build one block at a time. It takes time, it's expensive. It probably costs you about $15 per block to buy and build, plus your concrete, plus your steel. There is a better system out now, which is called dincel, much better than blockwork. Dincel is the way to go. If you need that very high, very strong retaining wall that is actually over 1.5 meters, dincel is the way to go. You can see now the material in your pictures. It's a great material. We've done a lot of work with this material. It's a great material, very quick, very, very quick. Instead of just one piece of block at a time, you just pick up these nice big pieces of dincel, you just put them together and just put your concrete, put your steel inside, and that's it. But what is the best and the most cost-effective way to build a beautiful retaining wall that will last you forever? Because remember, every time you build something, you have to think that it has to last you a lifetime. This is how we work, and this is how you should think. It shouldn't be there for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years. It should be there forever. And here we are, on this side here in Linfield, in north shore of Sydney. And there's a new house going to be built in here. They were going to actually use the H-block hollow core concrete blocks, but we talked to them about the our system, and they're very happy. They saved a lot of money, almost $40,000, and the job is going to be done a lot quicker than the conventional system. Now, the system that I'm talking about is basically either timber sleepers or concrete sleepers. Right? Very easy to install, very quick and very cheap. Now, we do use a lot of concrete sleepers. Why? Because they last forever. Timber is good, don't get me wrong. It's quicker even, but the problem is, still won't last your lifetime. If you want just a quick job to last you a decade or a few years, it's all right, use it. But it's not very strong and it's gonna fail eventually, they're gonna rot. We've seen a lot of those that they're actually rotting because they don't treat the ends with the eco-seal. So, concrete sleepers, the best way to go about it. You don't need these massive concrete footings, you don't need all that steel, you don't need anything of that. It's so simple, so easy. What we have to do, we actually have to drill piers with our machine, which you can see now on your screens. Just drill the holes with an auger. Auger is a drill that goes in the machine. We call them augers. Yeah, augers. All right, so you drill the holes, and then what you do, you just concrete in posts. The posts are actually, we call them UC, universal beams, columns, sorry. Yeah, UC is called universal columns, not UBs, universal beams. It's columns. You got confused. Anyway, so did I. So basically they're 100 mil posts, they're shaped like a H, like that. We put them in. The secret is to make sure that they're all level, they're concreted right, and they're not leaning out, they're leaning back, they're leaning to the right, to the left. The secret is to make sure that they're 100% straight. And that's very difficult to do. But nothing is difficult for us, of course, the Solutioneers. So, just drill the holes, we put the posts in there, we put the concrete in, and then we just slip the slippers in. They actually spell them with S-L-E-E-P. I think they should be S-L-I-P. They don't slip. They slip into the inside the H post. Anyway, so here we are now on this job in Linfield. We are digging the holes. You can see now the excavator working very hard. But also on this side here, we had to fix the levels in here because the side is like this. So we had to make it straight. What we do, we have to backfill a lot of this section. So what do? We excavated all the good topsoil that we had in here. You can see it here. Look at this. This is going to be screened, but look at that. Beautiful topsoil. Now we're giving that away for free. People come and pick it up. We deliver it. And people love it. Garden soil. Recycling. Remember? Reuse and recycle, the best thing you can do. And this clay, this one, you can tell this is clay by the color, or because when you actually squash it, it's like plasticine. Look at that. You can shape it. Okay, you can make anything you like with it, but it's a horrible thing to get rid of. So we're going to use the clay for backfilling and make sure that we get our levels right. And the soil, we can actually just reuse it and give it to someone for their garden. What we're going to do is we're going to go and show you one that we prepared earlier. Okay, let's go and have a look. Okay, so here we are on the one that we prepared earlier. Yeah, like the food. Now, this one here, actually, it's a wall that we fixed here in Beverly Hills. Now, in this particular side here, they had a retaining wall that was made out of brick. Remember, brickwork is the worst thing you could do for retaining wall. If you look here, in this job in Kiraway, they wanted brickwork. We built a slipper retaining wall behind it, otherwise the brick will collapse, like in this particular job here. The whole brickwork was actually cracked. It was dangerous. It was almost ready to fall, and it could kill someone. So don't use brickwork. This is the best system. But hang on a sec. What did they? Oh no! This is timber. This is timber. I don't believe it. No, it's not. It's a concrete slipper, but we make it look like timber. Look at that. It looks like Oregon. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, you can have the slippers in all different types. There's a big variety. I mean, look at this wall that we constructed in Kingsford. It looks like sandstone. Yes, like sandstone. And it comes in different colors. You can have a gray color as well. Or you can have different types of sandstone. You can have the plain slipper like you see this job here we did in Menai. And there's different actually finishes for this. So this is the best way to go about doing a retaining wall. The cheapest, the most effective, and the quickest way to go about it. You only just need to drill the piers down to the ground. You just stick the posts into the ground with concrete, and then you just slip the slippers in. Slip the slippers, I like that. Now, there's a catch though. It's not as easy as it sounds. In order to get these ones here straight, on one line, straight as an arrow, and also vertically straight, it's very, very, very tricky. Because remember, you have to build this first, and then you have to slip the slippers in. These ones, they have to be absolutely perfect. And that's the trick. That's the difficult part of it. And this is where the Solutioneers will come in with the answers, because we know how to do that. As you can see, all our walls are straight. If you look at the other job that we're doing now in Linfield, you can see how straight the walls are. Unbelievable straight, like an arrow. Yeah. So, give us a call or email us on the email that you see now on your screens, and we can come around and we can give you a price, or we can just show you the different ways you can actually retain that dirt. Either this system here, which is the best solution, the most effective, and the most cost effective, and the best looking, or then we can go to dincel walls if you need something stronger. Dincel walls is a new system, very quick, very fast, very very nice. You don't need waterproofing with the dincel system, but it's more expensive. This is the best way. So give us a call, and we'll see you on the next segment of the Solutioneers. Thank you for watching.